maybe the best defense is a good offense, and Wolf picking up Cassiopeia here. A very lane-dominant champion. You spam out the poison. You have ways to sustain your mana if you kill poisoned creeps with Twin Fang. And here we are in our first finals match of the night. It's going to be a matchup between Wolf and Bengi, both from SK Telecom T1, in this 1v1 match in Solo King. Of course, broadcasts here on Azubu TV. My name is Rapid, with me is Achilles, and maybe a little bit of controversy about which champion has the overall advantage in this 1v1, but once again, may not be the champion that you pick, it may be the player that picks them. So we'll see if Wolf or Bengi are able to come out on top and advance to the finals.
Absolutely, but with two world-class players like Wolf and Bengi, it might just come down to the champion in this matchup. We'll have to see what happens. As you see, Wolf already off to a nice lead, getting a lot of harass out onto Bengi with these poisons.
Yeah, able to just really spin out those Noxious Blasts, and Bengi, well, oh wow, yeah, I didn't even dodge that one. Just 3 in a row landing there. Just you can already see the oppressive lane presence that Wolf is going to be able to have.
Yeah, I think I might have picked a winner here, though Wolf actually eating a turret shot right there. So maybe not if that keeps up. We'll have to see what these guys opt to do. As we can see, yet again, Flash Teleport coming out from both of these players. No one going super aggressive with the Ignites. And of course, Crystalline Flask with the Biscuits. Yet again, those being the most consistent parts of this tournament thus far. But these players are all but consistent when it comes to their play style. We've seen them be insanely defensive, we've seen them be insanely aggressive, and we've seen them be passive. So it's just going to be a matter of what these guys decide to do this time around as they make their way back to the mid lane yet again.
So we should see Wolf play this lane matchup very, very aggressively, and while you might expect the same thing from Annie, I think Wolf just straight up wins when it comes to trying to harass your opponent down. Plus, like, he landed like 3 out of 3 of those Noxious Blasts early. If you got ratios like that, I'd go for a lot more early harass too. So should be primarily about harass versus CS ability early on. It'll be interesting to see who can hit more of that. Already a little bit coming down to both sides.
Yeah, the big thing that Wolf has going for him here is the very low cooldown on that Noxious Blast for him. He's able to throw those Qs out very consistently. Bengi, however, going to have to play with his stuns off of that Disintegrate. As we can see, he already gets one out, but he's getting a lot of
very bad positioning here for Bengi. He walked off towards the side, and whenever you walk near walls versus Cassiopeia, those are big danger zones because they limit your mobility and make it super easy for Cassiopeia to land her poison abilities on you. So whether it's Miasma or that Noxious Blast, when you walk near walls, you only have you limit your mobility options, which is a really big no-no versus Cassiopeia.
As we can see so far, Wolf with a very slight, almost indiscernible CS lead, up by 2 merely here. Extending that just a little bit. Bengi hanging onto that stun now. Might try to get a little extra harass onto Wolf here in the near future if he doesn't have to use his Disintegrate or Incinerate for CS purposes. Looks like his auto attacks are sufficing for him, however. The poison does not hit. Actually, there's a Miasma. Wolf firing back with the Twin Fangs. Both of them trading fairly evenly there. It's just a little bit further down in mana.
Now I'm going to have to keep an eye on Wolf and pay attention to these stacks. Once Wolf hits those 100 stacks, that means that he's going to actually have a lot of sustain in lane. He'll get about 10 HP back from every one of his Twin Fangs, but Bengi walking very far forward. Look at those Twin Fangs.
Yeah, this is where Cassiopeia really excels in a lane matchup. With the poison target, she's able to just throw out those Twin Fangs one after the other on a 0.5 second cooldown, something like that. It's absurdly low, and it's absolutely spammable, and she gets so much mana reduction because of her passive from that aspect of the Serpent. So Wolf just really flexing his muscles here. So we see Bengi holding onto that stun, wants to try to get in for a bit of counter-aggressive play here. He's just not able to find it.
Yeah, now keep in mind, we're not playing on the original Season 5 patch. This is most recent patch, and Cassiopeia has had her spells nerfed to overall more expensive mana costs. Specifically the Twin Fangs. I think at max rank, Twin Fangs cost like 90 mana. It's insane. I'm gonna have to double check that mana cost, but if you spam out Twin Fangs without a high base mana pool, you're gonna run out of mana incredibly quickly. So something to keep an eye on there for Wolf, and see if he balances out. And you can see he's actually already getting his mana back by using his Twin Fangs to kill creeps, which is going to refund you the cost of the cast of the spell, as well as I think about 3% of your mana overall.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. As we can see a little bit of a trade back and forth between Wolf and Bengi. Wolf laying on those poisons. Those Twin Fangs absolutely ripping through Bengi. But Wolf is completely out of mana. Maybe has enough to get off another poison cast from that Noxious Blast. But he is running excruciatingly low. Forced to pop out his poisons. Crystalline Flask is ticking for Bengi. He's trying to get some rejuvenation going on. Shoots off that Disintegrate. But he is just really kind of tickling Wolf at this point. Doesn't have any AP items. Not able to do too much. Gets the stun out onto Wolf. Can he capitalize? Wolf firing back with a few abilities of his own. Nice.
Very dangerous here. Bengi's gonna hit level 6. I think this is victory condition for him. Oh, flashing Tibbers. A big flash there by Wolf.
Yeah, that was really well timed. Wolf reading that very well from that Tibbers from Bengi. Now maybe Bengi just feeding him an extra CS and 50 gold. Nope, actually gonna go ahead. Tibbers gets recalled back to the base with Bengi. But very nice aggressive play coming out from these guys. But you can see the respect. You know that they're sitting in the same room probably laughing about this matchup, but you can see that they're not taking each other lightly at all in this matchup.
Now Wolf needs to get back to base immediately. Will hit that first stack of okay, Tibbers does go underneath the turret. I thought he was going to deny that CS by pushing Tibbers back behind him, but so first stack of that aspect of the Serpent is up there. 100 stacks will give you 5% increased ability power and make Twin Fangs heal you for, I think it's going to be around 10 HP for Twin Fangs, just given the ability power level. 71 AP for Bengi, and I think it's actually fairly comparable here for, 76 ability power there for Wolf, just off of that extra AP for this mask.
Very even, as we can see both of them opting for the triple Dorans on top of the Crystalline Flasks. So what this really means though is Wolf is going to have excruciatingly great mana sustain here, where he was running himself down before in those earlier exchanges. Now he's not going to have that issue too much as long as he is CSing with his Twin Fang, because he's going to be getting that 3% back, as well as the cost, as well as all of the regeneration from those Doran's place. As you can see, a nice trade back. Bengi being taken very, very low, almost down to 50%, and Wolf barely being scratched in that trade.
Now, something very important is going to be the ultimate cooldowns. Bengi is about to have Tibbers up again, and like we said earlier, it's going to be about the ults. If you get the Petrifying Gaze off onto Bengi, then you just kill it. There's the flash.
There's
the ultimate
Tibbers
onto Wolf now. Can he avoid this Petrifying Gaze? Turns sideways. Bengi avoids the stun, and now Wolf in a difficult situation is just going to fire up the Q over the wall. It's Bengi picking up first blood on Wolf.
Yeah, really nice flash Tibbers forward. He gets the Incinerate off, taking Wolf down very low. As you can see, the Molten Shield is just ripping through Wolf at this point. Very good turn sideways to avoid that Petrifying Gaze. And now it's really just a matter of his cooldowns coming back up. This Disintegrate right here over the wall, using Tibbers for vision, just finishes him off. And that's a great pickup for Bengi, who is now 1-0 in this matchup against his teammate Wolf.